What's up, guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the 5 crucial steps you should follow right now that will help you build more lean muscle and how that's going to help you lose more stubborn fat and get that overall toned physique you've always dreamed of. And if you want to make sure to remember these 5 steps, just make sure to take some notes, and we're going to jump right into the video, guys. So step number 1 is to focus on progressive weight training. You guys, I made this mistake when I, gained 30 pounds in the first 4 to 5 months of my sales career. I was grinding, trying to make a name for myself, but I gained 30 pounds so quick. And my first initial reaction was to focus on doing a bunch of cardio. And that was a big mistake I made. And I see a lot of sales execs do the same thing of making that same mistake where they're running 3, 4, 5 times a week or just sticking themselves on the treadmill to lose fat. But what most people don't understand when it comes to doing a bunch of cardio is that your body's actually burning muscle along the way. I know people see calories, they burn 3, 4, 500 calories in a workout session. Guys, that's all not fat. That is also, calories are make up a bunch of things, whether it's like food, water, body fat, and it's also muscle as well. So you guys don't even know, you might be running your way to losing all your muscle that you currently do have. And that's why it's key that you focus on progressive weight training, because that's actually going to help you lose more stubborn fat and get that toned physique faster than doing a bunch of cardio, because cardio is a supplement. It shouldn't be the main thing. So simply, guys, if you focus on progressive weight training at least 3 to 4 days a week, if you just do like push, pull, legs, that can help you get started 3 days a week. Or if you want to go 4 days, you can do push, pull, legs in a full body day. That way you're hitting all muscle groups, and you only need to do it for about 30 to 40 minutes at a time. That's all you need in order to lose stubborn fat, but also build muscle, guys. And when you continuously build more muscle, that's going to help your body start to lose fat naturally, because your metabolism is naturally going to become higher because your body's in a healthier place because you have more lean muscle mass. So that's step number 1, is to make sure to focus on progressive weight training and make sure to go up in your lifts slowly week in and week out. And you want to keep challenging yourself and get stronger, because that's going to help you build more muscle. Step number 2 is to focus on a high protein intake, guys. Again, I made this mistake, but the biggest thing I see when it comes to, sales execs, working in sales and trying to focus on their health is they typically neglect their nutrition and they neglect high protein intake, guys. And when it comes to, and obviously you're on the go, you're working a lot, you're trying to do a lot, but again, if you don't focus on your high protein intake, you're not going to gain muscle and you're not going to retain the muscle that you do have, guys, because again, just like I mentioned, your body has no incentive to keep the muscle mass that you do have if you're not eating enough protein, because you need protein to maintain the muscle mass you do have and to build more. So how do you go about doing that? You want to hit about 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight daily. So if you're 200 pounds, that would look like 160 grams to 200 grams of protein per day. And I'm not saying you got to be perfect with this, but a majority of your week, you should be in that range and hitting those numbers. And how can you do that? By eating lean protein sources, whether that's your grilled chicken, your ground turkey, your steaks. You want to make sure, again, you're eating enough protein, especially from your main meals, to hit that number. And you want to avoid skipping meals. I'm not saying intermittent fasting is not good for fat loss, but if you're going to eat in a certain window, you got to make sure you're eating enough protein and hitting the amount of calories that you need for your body and your proportions to build lean muscle. Because again, that's going to help you lose stubborn fat more quickly. And again, if you're not eating enough protein intake, you're going to keep losing fat, but you're going to get that soft body. You're going to be more loose, have more loose skin, and not have that toned physique that you want. So number 2 is to make sure eat high protein intake. Step number 3 is to focus on getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. Guys, I made this mistake too many times, and I see people in the world of sales who are just stuck in that all or nothing mentality on the grind, just neglect your sleep. You could eat the right amount of foods, eat the amount of protein, hit the weights, but if you're not taking care of your sleep, it's the cornerstone of everything. You will not see results, and you will plateau quicker than anything I've ever seen. And again, I've made that mistake. So again, if you're only getting 5 hours of sleep, you're not going to see optimal results when it comes to your health and fitness. Why, guys? Because sleep is where your body recovers and builds your muscles back bigger and stronger than they were before. So when you work out, you're tearing your muscles apart. When you go to sleep, that's where it recovers. And if you're not getting enough recovery, your testosterone is going to lower. For girls, your estrogen levels are going to drop. You're going to have low serotonin, low dopamine, and your body's just not going to be able to do its natural cycle day in and day out and just be in a constant state of stress. Your body can't build back its muscle when it's in a constant state of stress, guys. So you want to make sure you're getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep. If you struggle with getting sleep, number one is to set some boundaries, man. Have your cutoff times with work and understand that sleep, if you get enough sleep, you're going to perform better in your sales career and also see results in the gym. Again, those emails, everything can wait till the next day. So again, then you also want to focus on getting some blackout curtains. If you struggle with sleep, make sure your room's absolutely dark. Make sure that your room's cool so you're not hot and sweating and uncomfortable. And also, again, you could take some supplements like magnesium is a big thing for me, helps you with stress. You could also take things like tryptophan, glycine. All those things will help your body naturally like go into its natural sleep wake cycle and actually get restful sleep instead of being restless or getting up in and out of the night. You want to make sure you're sleeping all throughout the night, guys. So number 3 is to make sure you're focusing on getting your sleep. Again, if you don't, you will never see results when it comes to building muscle. Step number 4 is to focus on drinking a gallon of water a day. I made this mistake so much when I was in sales, focusing on just drinking caffeine to rely on energy to make up for the shitty sleep I was getting to get me through the day. I was drinking like 3 to 4 cups a day. And when you're what caffeine does is over time it dehydrates you. And when you're dehydrated, your body again has no water. It's going to affect your brain function, your productivity. You're going to probably feel brain fog, and you're going to lead to a lot of crashes with your energy over time. So when you're doing this daily, now your body becomes dependent on the caffeine in order to have natural energy. But when you drink water, it actually helps more muscle growth because your muscles are made up of like 95% water, I believe that number is. And if you're not getting it, that's why your muscles aren't pumped up. That's why they're not visible. And that's why you kind of look more soft and deflated. So again, if you're drinking a gallon of water a day, it's going to make not only your muscles look bigger, but it's also going to help you perform better in the gym. You're going to feel more hydrated, and your skin, your hair, everything's going to look 10 times better if you drink enough water, guys. So make sure to put the caffeine down and focus on drinking water. I would say no caffeine for the first 90 minutes to 120 minutes a day. So that's the first hour and a half to 2 hours a day. Focus on getting hydrated first, then have your caffeine after. Okay, guys, that's step number 4. And then lastly, step number 5 is to take creatine every single day. So guys, creatine is the number 1 studied supplement out there, and it's actually super helpful when it comes to muscle growth and just recovery as a whole. And again, when I look at people in the world of sales, since they're on the grind a lot and they neglect their nutrition, and not hitting their protein intake, you miss out on a lot of creatine, guys, because creatine is actually in a lot of like red meats and protein that you should be eating on a daily basis. So again, if you're not eating enough protein, creatine will be super helpful for you because again, it helps with promotes muscle recovery. It helps like building your muscles up and helps with your strength overall. And it's the number 1 tested supplement, so it's going to help you, and you should be taking them even on your off days. So make sure to get some creatine. Again, take other supplements like protein, bars, protein shakes. Again, it's hard to hit 160 to 200 grams of protein per day. So pairing that along with the creatines and relying on some supplements that will help you get to your goal a lot faster. And that way you don't have to like focus on getting everything through your diet. That's why they're called supplements. They're there to help you, but not be the main thing, guys. So these are the 5 steps you should follow at the end of the day if you want to build lean muscle, because not only is it going to help you build more lean muscle, it's going to help you naturally, your body, lose more stubborn fat and get that toned physique that you've always wanted. So guys, if you ever have any questions, feel free to reach out, and make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because I will be dropping more videos in the coming days, in the coming weeks. And as always, if you're someone who's struggling on your journey in the world of sales, you feel like you don't have a game plan and you just struggle with trying to figure out how can I make my career, grow my bank account, make more sales in my career, but also having the body I've always wanted, feel free to reach out to me. You can shoot me a DM on LinkedIn or Instagram, and we can kind of hop on a free coaching session, take a deeper dive into your current situation, and see if we'd be even a good fit to work together, especially if you're looking for a custom game plan for your lifestyle to get you to your goals. And as always, family, I will talk to you soon, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace!